Yeah.
I'm so impressed by the caliber of fighters that I've seen tonight, your fight included. It was just continual back and forth battle. Talk to me about the first round and how you weathered some of that storm.
I did a 3-year layoff. I was injured real bad eye injury. 3 years layoff, being a dad, going back, getting my college degree, just unscrambling my life and getting everything back in order. So for the first round, I came out and I was like, I'm ready, this fight's mine. And all of a sudden he hit me, I was like, oh crap.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, maybe 3 years is too much.
Wait, that went through your head as you were fighting?
Oh yeah, I hit him and I was like, man, this guy, just keep him back. I gotta keep him back. And so I worked on keeping him back, keeping my range. Towards the end of the first is when I took him down and I was like, all right, this guy, it's my game. And then second round, I just implemented my game. I was like, the War Rhino's back. Like, I gotta put an exclamation point on this, because 3 years being gone, if you lose, that's the end of your career.
Right.
So there's, either you put an exclamation point on your thing, or you be a boring ass fighter, and nobody's ever gonna sign you. And I was like, nah, not today. So
you get to that. He hits you really, really hard in the first round.
Yeah.
You question yourself for a second.
Well, I didn't question myself. I just questioned my amount of time I took out of the cage.
Right.
I never questioned myself. I'm very, I believe that was my place to be. I was meant to be in that cage at that time. I was just like, wow, I shouldn't have taken that much time out of the cage.
Right.
I just questioned my training. But at the same time, I fall back on my 10th Planet teammate, all my teammates back at home, and Coach Manolo Hernandez and Bill Crawford, who keep us so strong and keep us so ready all the time. We got 4 girls in the UFC right now. We got guys all over the world. So it's crazy when you can fall back on that in your brain, and you're like, man, these guys did X, Y, Z for me, and what am I doing? Just got to go forward.
Well, you hurt him several times as well.
Yeah.
And were you surprised that he was just continuing to fight back? You can surprised that he also maintained his will?
I knew he was. He's a combat vet. He's a man of God. He's a great person, great individual, good heart. And I knew he was going to come with a fight. You can't kill a guy like that. He's seen the same stuff I've seen. We've chewed the same dirt. We've been in the same war. So, and especially both being from 5th Marines, there was no way neither one of us was going to quit. And especially when he hit me with that liver shot, and it kind of buckled me a little bit. I was like, oh, I'm not quitting. So we can't even. We're Marines. We can barely spell, but spelling defeat isn't one thing that we can't spell at all. So I don't even know how to spell that word.
I read somewhere that a lot of Marines actually get into mixed martial arts to help with post-traumatic stress disorder. And can you tell me how that works? You would think that being in combat and fighting would be the last thing that would help with PTSD.
I can speak personally on me. Finding MMA was a pure accident. To this day, I train MMA. I train jiu-jitsu 6-7 days a week. I run 40 miles a week. I do Ironmans, triathlons. That helps me so much doing those activities compared to taking medications.
Right.
So I think it's people like Chad Robichaux, who's a former WSOF guy. He's a former Marine. He is showing Marines, for years that, getting into these combat sports and doing your physical activities, get rid of the medications. It's a lot healthier mentally, physically, everything, and allows you. By the time I'm done doing an Ironman, I don't have time to be depressed. You know what I mean?
That's very true. That is very, very true. When you look back at this fight, did it go the way you expected, or what did you actually expect, and then from the outcome?
I think the fight went just as planned.
Really?
The only thing that didn't go as planned is I planned to hit him with a head kick.
Yeah.
I really wanted to implement and show him, because he was trying to claim that all I am is a jiu-jitsu fighter.
Right.
I've been a karate black belt since I was 15, and nobody really realizes that, because I have 10th Planet tattooed on me. I have a lot of jiu-jitsu, a lot of jiu-jitsu accolades. So I wanted to really implement and show him. And that's why I kicked him a few times, and you could see his face go, oh gosh, he knows how to kick. And I was like, what's up? And then a few times when he kicked me, I went, come on, let's go then. So I wanted to make sure that he knew that I wasn't there to play games.
Yeah, well, congratulations on an excellent performance. And now this is a win right before 2017. So how is this for ending your year?
How can you calculate being in New York, Madison Square Garden, New Year's Eve? It's just amazing. Tomorrow morning I get to see my beautiful daughter. And it's just I couldn't put all this back. With the 2016 was a real rocky road for me, real crappy year. But everything has come to this point, and it's going to go up and up from here. So I'm stoked.
So what's your advice for somebody who has like a 3-year layoff just like you had with injuries and things like that, and then you come back and you win a really huge back and forth battle? I mean, what's your advice for fighters like that?
You don't believe the hype. People are going to tell you got ring rust. People are going to tell you, you don't belong. You shouldn't be there. You shouldn't do this. Shouldn't do that. Screw all those people. I mean, I look at people like that and I'm like, man, go right to Dodge. There's no reason to ever hold yourself back. Train hard, train, and just know and believe in yourself. Because when somebody tells you, oh, it's over, I look at those people and I'm like, well, it's over for you. It ain't over till I say over, and over for me is dead. And I'm not dead. I'm still breathing and walking.
Well, you're obviously enjoying yourself here at WSOF, but what do you expect next going into the new year with this organization?
I had a chance to catch Kevin in the back. He asked me if I would be privileged enough. My contract ended tonight.
Yeah.
My contract's done. And unfortunately, that for fighters is scary, especially either you win or you don't kind of thing. And I won as my last fight, but Kevin asked me if I would talk to them and come back for another fight. I mean, hey, if I can get a quick turnaround, that'd be great. We'll see where the cards lay.
You're looking at the division. Is there anybody in particular that you think you would face off well with?
Yeah, I just want the best of the best all the time. So.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you so
much. It really
much.
was a great fight.
Thank
Very
you.
entertaining.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.